Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stories About Entitled People. People with big trucks seem to judge loads by their size, not their weight, and they screw it up so much you wonder why they haven't learned. My favorite's always, well, I did it before, so just do it. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. Customers don't understand how heavy gravel is and insist I crush their truck. I used to work in a small gravel pit as a loader operator. Most of the time it was loading dump trucks with 10 yards of gravel. At least once a week, though, some hillbilly would come in with his old beat-up pickup and ask me to load it up with gravel. This is a terrible idea. Pit gravel weighs about 3,000 pounds per yard. A small pickup bed can fit as much as 2 yards of gravel, but this will crush the truck under that weight. I always explain this, and invariably, I get a response of, just do it gently, and I'll tell you when to stop filling. I'm pretty handy with the loader, but there really isn't a way to be gentle with gravel because it doesn't pour like water. As I tilt the bucket down, nothing will happen until a huge chunk sloughs off all at once. I can jiggle the bucket a little to knock small amounts loose at a time, but it's still a huge amount of weight to drop from 3 to 4 feet above the truck. As soon as the first pile of gravel drops into the truck driver's eyes go bulgy as he sees the tires bulging out and the bed squat down nearly even to the ground. I've never seen these guys come back for a second trip. Presumably, they get wherever they're going and then realize moving 800 pounds of gravel out of a pickup bed by hand sucks a lot. That or they break down under the strain. But the piece de resistance was the day a garbage truck pulled in. This was the kind of garbage truck that hauls a large trash box on the back of a flatbed, not the little boxes you see behind Wendy's. These are big trash bins for commercial sites. The truck normally drops the boxes off, then come back when it's full and winch the box back up onto the truck and haul it off. I hop down from the loader and ask what I can do for them. We're going to drop this box down by the gravel there. We want you to put 12 yards of gravel in it. Doing the math real quick, they want 36,000 pounds of gravel. There's no way in hell that trash truck can winch that much weight back up on the truck. It's a single axle truck. That much weight is normally hauled by a truck with 4 axles. Sir, are you sure you can pick it back up with that much weight? This is where he crossed my personal line of respect. He snaps his fingers to cut me off. I know what I'm doing. I filled that box up with concrete before and lifted it no problem. Just do it. Well, if you're wrong, there's nothing I can do to pull the gravel back out. I don't have time to waste discussing it with a gravel boy. Let's go. It's no wonder he's so full of crap. What else would a giant a-hole be filled with? I nearly knocked myself unconscious with the power of my salute and jumped up into the loader. I loaded him the same way I'd have loaded any other truck, 1 scoop towards the back of the box, 1 scoop towards the front, and finish with 1 in the middle. Things were looking good. I hopped down with invoice in hand to watch the show. The guy hadn't even acknowledged me. As soon as I pulled the loader away, he was already backing his truck up to the box. With total confidence, he hooks up his truck, winch to the trash box full of rock and sand, winds the winch tight. Then for a moment, you could hear the winch struggle. Then, whop, the front of his truck sprang up off the ground about 6 feet. The guy shut it down and lowered his truck back to the ground. The box had not budged an inch. I was struggling so hard to keep a flat face. Immediately, he came rushing over to me. You overloaded it, you idiot. There's no way that's 12 yards. You need to fix it. Sir, the bucket on the loader's 4 yards, 3 scoops for a total of 12 yards. There's no way I overloaded you. As I said before, there's no way for me to get the gravel back out once it's in there. The box isn't deep enough for me to scoop from. Well, what am I supposed to do now? I recommend a shovel. And that's just what he did. He left and came back with a couple more guys and shovels, and for 3 days, I got to watch them shovel their mistake by hand while all the truck drivers who came in to buy materials would stop and take pictures. When they had finally moved enough material out of one end, they opened the other end up and lifted the light end with the loader to pour the remaining gravel out. They promptly packed up and peeled out. Never saw them again, but I do get a warm feeling every time I see one of those trash trucks now. The only way this could be better is if your company charged a storage fee for leaving the box in a quarry. And our second story. Karen orders a lot of food and tries to get our family to pay for it. The cast: me, the god of scrubs; dad, sister, future worker; EM, Karen; PD, poor dad; EK 1 and 2, entitled kids; W, waitress. A little background information. My sister just got her first job and my dad decided we should celebrate. We went out to a steakhouse called Lucille's for dinner. My family's not exactly well off, but we're close. We got sat down in an area that was rather open so you could hear other people's conversations kind of clearly. My dad said this is a semi-raised voice. Bad move. We just didn't know it at the time. Dad: order anything you want. Me: so I can have mac and cheese with the side of mac and cheese? I'm 15, but I love mac and cheese. Dad: sure. Sister: are you sure? Dad: yes, of course. The waitress comes and asks for our orders, and we order what we want, and then next to us we hear EM and family pretty much ordering the whole menu. Me: damn, they must be really hungry. Dad: don't be rude, just let them be. Me: okay. Our food comes over and we begin to eat. Dad: so how you enjoying your food? Me and sister: it's good. EM's family's first set of food arrives, and what do you know, they barely eat anything. Waitress: how's your meal? EM: I didn't really like the steak, but everything else was good. Waitress: well, I'm sorry to hear that. Would you like me to get you a new one? EM: I'm good, we're about to leave. Waitress: okay then, I'll bring you the check then. Me: I wish I knew how much their bill would be. Dad: yeah, I think it's over $150. The waitress brings our check and theirs at the same time and hands us our check. Ours wasn't a lot, so my sister got dessert. EM sets her check on the table and begins to try and walk away. Waitress: wait, you haven't paid yet. EM: that guy right there said he would pay for it. She points at my dad while saying that. Dad: what? I never said that. EM: you said to order whatever we want. Dad: I was talking to my kids, not you. EM: well, you said they can order whatever they want, so you must be rich. Just pay for our bill and it'll be over with. Dad: no, that's your bill and you guys ordered a massive amount of food. EM: so? You said we could order whatever we want, so we did, and you have to pay for it. Dad, trying to keep calm: no, that's not my problem, you can hear what I said, so leave me alone. EK1: Mommy, I want to go home. EM: we will after they pay for our food. Dad: lady, for the last time, I am not paying for your food. EM: then who is? Dad: why doesn't your husband pay for it? EM: he doesn't have any money. Poor dad: what? My sister finished her dessert at this point, so we gave the waitress the money and my dad told her to keep the change because he just wanted to leave. EM: see, you're rich. You just let her keep the money. Dad: I only told her to keep the change so that I can get away from you. EM: well, we're leaving too. The workers called the police. I just don't know when, and they arrested the lady, and she still tried to use the "he said we could order what we want." She even tried to accuse my dad of assault. The workers and other people eating there told them the true story. We left after we went to the movies. How does that even work? Some people are so stupid my brain can barely process it. Entitled parents are a whole other breed. And our last story. Entitled mom claims my car belongs to her and proceeds to try to steal it from me. Context: I recently moved into a pretty nice neighborhood due to my job as well, so I could be closer to my family, so this area teemed with incredibly arrogant and bitchy people. I also recently got a Tesla Model 3, which was a giant upgrade from my 2010 Nissan. Now, Teslas in this area are pretty rare, so when people looked or commented at mine, I didn't think much of it. Now the story begins. EM, entitled mom; kid, her kid; me. One day, I made a quick trip to Jewel Osco for some groceries. When I was done, I went into the parking lot and saw a kid looking at my car. I approached him and said, "Me, you like the car?" Kid, yeah, I love Teslas. Is this extended or standard range? Me, standard. Kid, cool. We talked for a little bit, and then in a flash, the EM approached me and her son. EM, why are you talking to my baby? Me, your son was looking at my car and said it was cool, so we just talked about it. Kid, Mom, it's EM, you have no right to talk to my son. Kid's name? Let's go. By the way, that probably isn't your car. You're probably just a spoiled kid who has rich parents. I'm 23, which is young, but whatever. Me, actually, this is my own car, which I did buy with my own money, but okay. EM, no you didn't. Give me your keys, you don't deserve this. Me, Teslas don't have keys. Can you please leave me alone? EM, listen here, I know this isn't your car. I know you stole this. Give me the key so I can give it back to the police. Me, no. Can you please F off, lady? EM, that's it, you little crap. I'm calling the cops. About 5 minutes later, a police officer shows up. Officer, okay, what seems to be the problem? EM, this little crap stole my car and I followed him here to take it back. Me, what? No, officer, this lady's been harassing me for the past 10 minutes and she's now claiming that this is in fact her car. Officer to the kid, son, is she telling the truth? Kid, no, Mom, can we go now? You're taking this too far. Officer to me, can you show me some registration? Me, sure. I then unlocked my car, took the registration out of the glove box, and showed it to the officer. Officer, everything checks out. No problem here, you can carry on with your day. Me, thanks. EM, that registration is fake. Officer, this is my car. Officer, no it's not. Please leave this man alone. I quickly went in my car and left, screaming EM, still yelling at the officer, and the kid still trying to calm her down. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.